My name is Tyler Norvell. My family and I live in Tuttle, Oklahoma, where we have a purebred operation, mainly show cattle with Angus, Hereford, and some Simmentals. I'm also the chairman of Cattlemen's Congress and the executive director of OYE and the Onward Foundation. My girls both show cattle. We have 4, 5, 6 donor cows that we keep around. They're old show heifers of the girls. We send all our eggs out to recip herds and buy those calves back. We just don't have the land and time with my job to calve those out. So do a lot of work with Trans Ova because of that. You know, the reason I didn't start doing IVF work quicker is because I was afraid it would cost too much. And really what I've realized now is I can't afford not to do it. The first Hereford cow we ever bought wouldn't breed. My father-in-law and I owned her together, and I said, I'm just gonna take her to Trans Ova, see if they can do IVF on her. First IVF we did produced the national champion Hereford heifer that won junior nationals, Kansas City, Louisville, and Denver that year in 2017. So really a pretty special thing for our family where we didn't have the opportunity to get her bred. We'd never done any IVF or flushing work, and we rolled the dice and did it, produced a national champion first try. It's really reasonable when you start averaging out per head and what it costs, and the more eggs you make, the more you pay, but that's a good problem. The more money you make, the more taxes you pay. That's a good problem. It's worth the investment because of the return you get. I can tell from my own personal story, I was apprehensive to do it. My only regret is now I didn't start quicker. Trans Ova is awesome to work with. On top of trying to run our farm, I also work at OYE in Congress and I have my own business where I lobby here in Oklahoma, so I don't have a lot of time to deal with it. Where we're located, there's 2 different places I can take my donor cows and they can set them up for me, and it's real convenient. It's the same distance either way, and every time I call, they can usually work me in on the dates I want, and that's a huge help for me. If it weren't for the online system, I couldn't manage the herd the way we have and the eggs the way we have. I mean, I'll be sitting in hearings at the state capitol and somebody will call and be like, hey, I need my embryos that you sold me shipped, or we need to get these embryos to Shanks to put them in tomorrow or next week. And Savannah, who I work with, is so responsive. She keeps me on track. She reaches out to me instead of reaching out to her. It's easy to keep up with everything online. When I need something shipped, I just make a text, and you can't get that anywhere else. We've had a lot of success lately in the Bred and Owned show. That's our favorite thing as a family, is to show Bred and Owned Angus and Herefords. And without Trans Ova, I'm not sure it'd be possible with my hours and my time. Here at Cattlemen's Congress, we're very appreciative of Trans Ova. I know 5 years ago when we started this show, because of necessity during COVID, Sarah was one of the first people I reached out to at Trans Ova to say we need help, and there was never any hesitation for them to be a part of this organization and this show here at Cattlemen's Congress, because I think they realize what many of us need, how important this is to the cattle industry.